Hey guys, I'm back with another house building video. Today I'm doing more of a seasons build, whereas my last one was, and it's bigger, but my last one was kind of a small sort of cottage build. This one is a lot bigger, it's on a bigger lot too, and it's for, I would say 2 to 4 sims. Depending on who they are. If they're like a family, the mum and dad and 2 kids, that would work fine. If you're okay with the kids having, like sharing a room, because it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. So you could have 4 sims in it, it just might not be great with the bathrooms. But you could probably put in another bathroom if you wanted to. So the whole central idea of this build is like a sunken living room sort of area, which you can see at the back I've already walled in. Because I wanted to put that there so I knew where it was going to be. I was trying to do a front sort of deck area, and I was trying to use like an interesting shape with these sort of triangles, but it just wasn't really working how I wanted it to, so I decided to just go with a square in the end. And at the moment the build actually isn't symmetrical, so I need to actually fix, well, I do end up fixing it. I did fix it, and I put in those stairs, but then I decided, and I used the seasons sort of, what are they called, fences. I decided I wanted to use, the seasons stairs, so that's when it kind of became a seasons build, because it's not a lot of seasons stuff in it, but it's got some seasons stuff in it, and it was trying to sort of use some of that stuff. Whereas, it's got a lot of stuff from other packs in it too, but for me it's kind of a seasons build, because the outside definitely is a seasons build. It's got the big door that came with seasons, which is actually really nice. It's like a wood door that I used at the front, you can see, and I'm just fixing up the symmetry of the house now. You can see it's still not symmetrical, but I thought it was, and then I started to do the windows and realised, hang on, that's one short, so I just moved it down. Now it's symmetrical, except for that bit at the back, but that's actually going to be like the kitchen and where it goes out to a back deck. So I decided to put in some windows, and I was going to use another couple of big windows there, but ended up just putting in some single windows, and I did that around the side too, fixing up the roof. And I decided to bring it back and actually just put a couple of single windows over those bay windows. Not single, like single roof bits, not windows. And then I was going to do paneling around the whole house, but I decided I actually wanted to do some siding and some paneling. So I did paneling around the back and siding around the front. And the sides, well, I think one side's siding and the other one's paneling. So I liked that. And then I just put in some roof trim to make it match better with the house. Now I'm just doing the back deck, which I used the same. I wanted to use the same fence because I think it looks nice and it fits with the windows because obviously they're from the same pack. So now I'm doing this sort of sunken living room, which you can see I deleted the foundation underneath that little room. So that's going to be the living room. I think I end up making it actually bigger, but not like hugely bigger, but I make it I think 2 extra squares wide, one on either side, because the stairs actually take up quite a bit of room because of how deep the foundation is. So I actually needed to move, make it a little bit bigger so you could fit in everything properly. But so I do that there, you can see I just moved it back a little bit. Just moving the stairs because they also didn't move and had this weird bit of foundation above them. Then I just put in a back door, and then I go and I think I do the layout. So I ended up putting all this, the bedroom, bathroom, the 2 bedrooms and the bathroom on that side of the house, and the rest of it is living, kitchen, dining. And I'm doing the living room now with I just put in a sofa and coffee table with the TV on it, and then I actually switch over and I decided I wanted to do the wallpapering and everything, so I put in some tiles for the bathroom, the wallpapering and the flooring. I actually did most of the flooring as that wood that I have everywhere, except for the bathroom. I just put some tiles on the floor there, but I'm pretty sure I leave everything else as it is. I just put some rugs around the house in the end and have wood floor, which I think looks nice. I think it looks good in the end. So I end up just leaving the walls this white because of the foundation. Because of the sunken living room, you have this white foundation, which actually is a different colour than the walls, which is kind of annoying. But if you just kind of ignore it, it doesn't look too bad. And then so I just ended up using white around the whole house. And I kept changing the outside when I was trying to do the inside, so it was really annoying. So I ended up just putting the white around the rest of the entire house, except for the bedrooms. They have, a bit of a different thing. Then I decided to do the bathroom, which is just, it's a base game toilet, seasoned shower, seasoned sink, and a Spa Day mirror. And then the kitchen is, it's a base game fridge with those. I think they're Spa Day counters and Jungle Adventure stove. I put in a thermostat at the front because obviously seasons, and a fire alarm in the kitchen. I ended up I put that what's it called, sink there, but I ended up actually doing this island counter. I ended up moving the sink to it and making the island counter one more wide so the sink is in the middle, and I think it looks good in the end. So you could have 3 people sit there. And then I just put in a couple of decorations like the dishes and the fruit bowl. Just add some colour to the kitchen because it's got some wood tones in it, but it's not super bright and colourful or anything. So I just put in some of those flying saucer lights to light up the place. And I go back to the living room now to put in some more chairs. I actually love that chair that I put in from City Living. Yeah, I think it looks really good. So I ended up using that like cushion from City Living because I think it looks good too. So I think it's the Seasons sofa and the Seasons chair and the City Living cushion and chair over there. I put in a game console on a stereo. I was actually going to use that cushion from Ruby Hangout stuff because I liked the shape of it better than the one from City Living. But the colours just don't really go, so I decided to just change it to the City Living one. I think it looks good in the end anyway. I was going to put a plant in that corner, but because I wanted to use that plant, but I just changed it around to there. I was going to put a third plant in that corner, but too many plants, so I decided to just put in a side table, size it down, and put it next to the couch, and I think that looked good. And I ended up going back and putting a lamp in the corner over the chair. It's just like an industrial kind of light, and it's not really an industrial build, but I do like that lamp there. So I was trying to find a bed that could have some colour to put in this room, but colour just wasn't really working, so I was just ended up using this white bed with the light wood tones with it. And I put some lamps on the bedside tables, obviously, just a couple of different bedside tables and lamps, because, I don't know, it looks good, I guess. And I put a plant on the dresser, a couple of plants on the dresser, and just some different decor items that looked good. I decided to put those umbrellas at the front because they were a cool thing that came with seasons that people will be annoyed with in a couple of months, but hey, that always happens. And then that plant in the corner. And in the other corner, I put another plant, but as I'd use that vase, because I've seen people do that as well, use the vase and put the plant in it. And I put in a bath mat in the bathroom. And this other bedroom, I really did want to use some colour, and I was trying to use that cats and dogs bed, but it wasn't working, so I ended up putting in the Jungle Adventure bed, and I put that Seasons mirror. I'm back in the other bedroom. I put in that Seasons mirror, because it didn't work in the bathroom, because the bathroom was too small, but it worked in the bedroom. And I put that picture on the wall. I used the same picture in both rooms. I mean, different swatch, but but the same picture. And then I used a couple of bedside tables. I think this room has a darker wood tone than the other one, but it's still, very simple. And trying to bring in colour with some plants. I was going to use coloured curtains, but I decided ended up just going with the white ones because they worked. And I think I put them around a bit. I was going to use that weird coloured one, but I ended up just using the white ones. I think I meant to put curtains in other rooms, but I might have ended up just doing them in that one. So if you want to have curtains in all the rooms, you will need to put them in, because I forgot to do that. And then I wanted to put a towel in the bathroom, for you to use when you get out of the shower. And I ended up putting it in. It was pain, but I put it in, and then you don't see it, so that was great. Put in a couple of lamps in the bedroom just to make it even brighter. And then I decided to come over here into the dining room, which it's not like a formal dining room, but it's got, a dining table with some chairs around it. It seats 6, I think, around this circle table. Sorry, with I think it seats 6. Which is okay because the house isn't huge. It's not like, so if you wanted to put in a bigger table, I mean you could, but I think the circle one looks nice, and I don't use it a lot. And then I ended up moving the table across and putting in a fireplace, which I thought looked really nice, actually, the wood fireplace, and putting in a couch, and a couple of seats. And then I'm pretty sure I put a rug under the dining table. After I put in a couple of seats, I put a rug in the dining room, yeah. And I also put one at the fireplace. The one I was trying to use didn't work at all, so I changed it. And then I just put in a front doormat, which looks good. Then I'm pretty sure, I put in a bookcase over there, because I realised I had this huge open space, and I still have that at the end. But I ended up just putting in a desk with a chair and, a computer. And I put in a bar, I think, in the end. I put in a bar, so you could, make drinks and stuff. So if you had people over, you could entertain them inside, or you could take them outside, because the back deck. I haven't done it yet, but it's actually like I reckon it's the main entertaining space. So I think next, yeah. So I just moved that rug, sized it up, and put it under the table. And I wanted to put a different light over the table. Yeah, so you can see I put in that bar. And I was trying to find something else, but nothing else. I didn't think it really needed anything else, so I just left it open. Put in a barbecue out the back and a bin, an outdoor bin. And I put in that table and some chairs around it, but I ended up actually changing it to a smaller table and putting in a hot tub. So I actually extended the deck a bit. So it ended up being bigger than this, but you'll see that in just a second. I decided I wanted a hot tub. It didn't fit, even if I moved the table, so I decided to just make the deck a little bit bigger. So you have the hot tub, the barbecue, and the sofa, and the table and chairs. And I'm pretty sure that's basically it. After that, I just put a mailbox up front and that little chair, and then I just did some landscaping. But that's basically it. I just put in some trees and stuff after this. Yeah, so that's the end of the build pretty much. Just putting in some trees. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, do leave a like. And subscribe for more because I will be making more videos. And later this week there will be a Star Wars video where I will rate my favourite to least favourite Star Wars movies. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.